Here we go, guys. What's going on? Welcome into the stream. The eve of Christmas Eve. We have so many games going on today. A billion NBA games, a billion NHL games. We currently have a college football game going on right now. We have one more coming up later, but it's really dominated by hockey and the NBA. We have a couple college basketball games, really just Villanova and Seton Hall that's really worth mentioning. But we have a lot to get into. And so very, very excited. Very excited. I have the positive EV tool teed up. We're going to rip through some DFS. We have a bunch of promos. There's just so much to get to. So let's just kind of get to it. Got the positive EV tool pulled in here right now. And a happy holiday season to you and your friends and family here, guys. Appreciate you hanging out with me for the next hour. We are going to rip through a ton of bets. So let's first show you the filters so you can kind of copy and paste the setup. I just selected 9 of the most popular DFS books: Better, PrizePicks, Underdog, DraftKings, Pick 6, Parlay, Play, Dabble. We're using Pinnacle in worst case. I will also flip this over to FanDuel in worst case. Just have player props selected. Very simple setup here. That's all we're looking for. No minimum EV edge here at the moment. So let's see what we have going on. Steven Adams over on his rebounds. This is minus 159 on Pinnacle. This is incredible. We do have a Kevin Durant. I already used 2 of my discounted plays on Better, but we need the Kevin Durant points and rebounds. I will grab this along with Steven Adams. I don't mind rocking that. Hopefully we don't receive any kind of correlation nerf, but the over 6.5 rebounds, I like that. And then let's look at this Kello Ware over 13.5 points. Really good to Pinnacle. It's not great to FanDuel, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this Ware play as well. So let's go ahead and hit this up and see if we can get that 6x payout that I so desire. They do. They offer us the 6x payout. Perfect entry, $10 slip here on Better. I play these discounted slips on Better every single day. They are fire. The chat, again, guys, is for members only, OGs and DGens. What's going on? Irish, what's up, man? $179 bonus bet from the Niners DST touchdown jackpot. Hell yeah, Irish. Awesome to hear that. Trent, what's going on? Ken, evening to you. Love to hear that one, Irish. Great to hear that's how it worked out for you. So there's the 3-pick slip on Better. And as always, guys, with these streams, we typically start off the first, I'd say 10 to 20 minutes on DFS. And we're going to try to rifle through some of this so that we can kind of keep the stream moving and grooving. Siakam under on his assist on Underdog. All right. Normally, I like to create 1 slip per DFS app, just so I'm not like hammering better slip after better slip. Take the lower there. What else do we got on Underdog? Sexton over on his PRA. Slight edge. I'm okay with that. Not really overthinking this too much, guys. If it's good to Pinnacle, I'm in. McCain under on points or Zion under on rebounds. Either one we could go with. Let's just, since this is our last pick, let's see. Not great to FanDuel. The rebounds, not great to FanDuel either. But I'll go with the McCain play here. We're taking his under on his points. And this is going to be a 3-pick slip, no insurance, 6x payout over here on Underdog. I'm limited to $25 a slip. I can only play like 5 slips, guys. I shared 1 or 2 earlier this morning on the stream. There's the link for the Underdog slip. Check that out. I'm going to take a little screenshot here. Anton, what's going on, man? We're coming off a break yesterday after 15-plus units Sunday, ready to get back on the horse, no doubt about that. And this is the day, guys. Honestly, no stream tomorrow because I didn't realize until halfway through this morning's stream that there's just 1 college football game tomorrow. There's no hockey. There's no NBA. There's no college basketball. There's 1 college football game tomorrow, so it's truly a day of rest tomorrow, and then get back on the horse and get ready to go for Christmas Day. There will be a stream Christmas morning. It's going to be pushed back an hour, guys, just so that I can, I guess, sleep in an hour. So we're going to do it at 10 a.m. Eastern, Christmas Day. Understand if you can't make it, if you got plans with the family, by all means, go spend it with the family. But if you have time and want to hang out and hit some bets, we'll be streaming at 10 a.m. Eastern on Christmas Day. All right, parlay plays flashing up here. I definitely want to take advantage of this. I know there's not many people on the stream that really made me play parlay play. I'm going to see if we can hit this play up on. Let's see if we got any. We got a couple promos here or there. What about, I just like to call him, no offense, I like to call this dude Mr. Diabetes. I don't see his name up here when I'm clicking in. Let me see. I'm going to type his name in wrong. Here we go. What is this? Over 9.5 points. This is insane. This might be a glitch in the system, but I'm taking it. We're going to take Conley over on threes. Over 1.5. And then TJ, we'll take his assists. Speaking of Conley to McConnell. And we're looking at what, his under 4.5 assists. And then Con, under on his PRA. I'll take that as well. So this is going to be a 4-pick slip here, guys. What is this? Under 27.5. Doesn't look like that's showing for me. I see 28. I see 24. Maybe I got to click more. There it is. Under 27.5. That's there. Okay. 15% boost here. This is really good. So Mr. Diabetes is not available. So that makes a lot of sense. I can add Collier. I'm going to rock a 4-pick slip here, guys. We're going to go Collier as well. Over 10.5 points. Great. All right, so there we go. I don't know how to share the entries here, guys, on Parlay Play. But I put this together right here. McConnell, Conley, Collier, Con. 2 overs, 2 unders. I put $50 on it. So pretty good payout. Pretty good payout. I'm happy with that. Parlay Play action. Let's see if we can find some prize picks. We already shared an underdog, a better, and a Parlay Play slip. For my dabble people, this would be definitely 2 plays here. Dayron Sharp under 14.5 PRA, Murray under 8.5 points. I like these 2 plays. Very good to Pinnacle. Again, guys, 3 pick slips on dabble with no insurance. You're getting minus 122 per play on the odds. As long as it's below minus 131 on both these plays, they're very EV, so I like that a lot. Irish got king of the court tonight, no doubt about that. Wilbo, what's going on? Time with the family as good as Christmas as is time with the sports betting family. Wilbo, especially to you and any of the Brits across the pond, happy Christmas to you and to you especially and your loved ones. And really just happy holidays all around, guys, to all of you. It's a great time of the year. Girlfriend's family's in town from Mexico, so that's going to be a lot of fun. It'd be nice to have a little bit of some time off tomorrow. If you guys want to add this Chris Dunn play, so for my dabble people, go with, these are all unders. Sharp under on PRA, Murray under 8.5 points, and then Chris Dunn under on points. 3-pick slip there for your unders. Yeah, SEC. I'll take a look for it. I'll tee that up here in just a second. I don't, honestly, to be very honest, I don't know if they're available in Arizona, so hopefully they'll still pop up. What I'm going to do here at least is let's remove better. I want to see if we got any prize picks or DraftKings pick 6 value. So we're just going to remove the dabble because at least we got to share some slips there. Lower edge play here. Let's flip this over to FanDuel and let's see what we got for FanDuel. A lot more. Let's get rid of Parlay Play too. Okay, so according to FanDuel, we got Scotty Barnes under on his player blocks. Okay. By the way, let's take advantage of this SGA taco. So we're going to do the SGA taco on Prize Picks. We're going to take the Scotty Barnes, what is that? Under 1.5 blocks. And then Cam Johnson over on his points and rebounds. And this is what, 17.5. I got to scroll down a ways because I just typed in Cam, so I'm getting all kinds of players. It's taking me a minute. There we go. We're looking at the over 17.5 rebounds. There's his assists. Still not seeing. Yeah, they bumped this to 18.5. So they bumped that Cam Johnson play. Michael Porter Jr. under on his points and assists. Okay, let's go. Let's go then. I'll take that. Under on his points and assists. What we're looking at? They bumped that. That's bumped. No longer 27.5. Dude. Dante DiVincenzo, under on his points. We can hit up this one. We're taking the under 15.5 points. Okay, 3-pick slip. This is the SGA Taco, guys. Can't remember if I can bet $25 or $20 on this. They'll tell me here in a second. I think it's, or unless they're limiting me to $5, we'll see. Can I do 15? Nope. How about 10? Dude. All right, so it's $5 for me. That sucks. Every now and then it's a little weird for me, but we'll share this slip with you guys. Apologies for the delay. Ori, mi español es bien. Actually, just got in the mail. Just bought this on Instagram. Spanish in 60 days. It's all slang words. There's a bunch of swear words in here on Spanish. So I just got this. Just came in today from Amazon. So many Spanish. So I'm doing Duolingo, but this book right here has a ton of slang, and I just got it today. So my girlfriend's in big trouble because I'm going to be able to say a bunch of swear words, and she's not going to really know where I got it from. So that's going to be great. But my Spanish is getting a little bit better. Yeah, SEC. Yeah, I got you. I hear you loud and clear, bro. All right, let's hit up this DraftKings Pick 6 play slip, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at the predictions market. Stat slices all around, guys. Take whatever you want. I'm probably going to take Anthony Edwards or SGA on points right now. I'm going to go with Ant over 26.5 points. We'll go with Kuz under on his rebounds and assists. Normally, you're going to see, guys, when you're trying to play Pick 6 entries, you want to use FanDuel as the sharp. More plays pop up to FanDuel than with Pinnacle for Pick 6. Just a little tip there. And then Brandon Ingram over on his points. $10 is the max entry. I'm taking Ant over on his points as my stat slice, guys. So if you want to copy it, there it is. There it is. So, yeah, I got enough ads on Instagram about that book that I was just like, let's pull the trigger. Plus, my girlfriend's older brother sent me a clip of people saying swear words in this book, and I was like, I got to have that book. Got to have it. All right, for SEC and for anyone else that is looking for predictions markets. And we're just going to go maybe just with Odds Jammer. I don't really know what to devig here. So, and I know Fanatics offers it as well. Fanatics markets. So not seeing any play. Let's just select everything. Let's set this for like 7 days out. We see one result. So it's not that it doesn't work. It does work. It's just that, and I'm using the OddsJam optimizer, guys. Let's see if we change this to Pinnacle. I'm just looking here at the bottom, playing around to see if I get any more results. Okay. I don't have any minimum maximum odds. I have no EV percentage. The next 7 days, I have all markets selected, all leagues selected. So everything's selected here, guys. And at the moment, there seems to be one play. If I switch this over to California, does that change anything? No, it doesn't change a dang thing. So it's an SEC. I would say this is just a one-off, but it's UTSA that's less than a 1% EV edge play. I would say probably the reason that we're not seeing many predictions plays, Pinnacle isn't showing odds for this. It's probably the biggest reason why. And so the hard part here is trying to figure out like who's really sharp. That's the tough part. So UTSA minus 10.5 at plus 177. Fanatics or underdogs predictions markets. But again, it's tough. This is a very low edge play. This is not one that I would actually go after. But, you know, we can come back and check a little bit later, man. But at the moment, there's really not much going on over there. Sharp Money Tool. I got a lot of DFS teed up over here on the Sharp Money Tool. So there is $4,000 on Khalil Ware under on his rebounds. Somebody wants this at minus 127 odds on no vig for $4K. That gets my attention. That's way more than what Pinnacle's offering. So can I finish off maybe a 3-pick slip there with the under on rebounds? You could play this, guys, on PrizePicks, Underdog, DraftKings Pick 6. So I'll keep that in mind when we see some other plays. Luke Cornett under on his rebounds. Okay. So what I'm automatically thinking is maybe we could do a PrizePicks slip here. And we're looking at what? Kornet, under 6.5 boards. Okay. And then what else? We got Conley under on his points and assists. Somebody wants this at minus 122 for 2K. That's what we'd be getting out on a 3-pick slip. I'm okay with that. So Conley under, what, 11.5? All right. 3-pick slip, no insurance, guys. We lock this one in. And I'll share this with you guys, PrizePicks. No problem, SEC. No problem at all. Wilbo. Nice. I'm a translator, Spanish, Portuguese to English. There's nothing like spending time in a country to get the language practice, the improvement. You see, I agree with that, Wilbo. When my girlfriend's family's in town or I'm in Mexico, so obviously we're speaking a ton of Spanish. They know English, but we speak a lot of Spanish with each other, and it definitely accelerates my learning. No doubt about that. And so helps out a lot. Quick, by the way, guys, it's pretty amazing how quickly you can pick up on a language. You could definitely do it. Just got to give it 5-10 minutes every day. You can knock it out. Crazy good time, Anton. Great to hear that, man. Yeah, so I've only been on the north side of Mexico. I still need to get to Mexico City and like Guadalajara, but it's been really, really cool. And obviously the food is just amazing. Amazing food. All right, what else do we have here? I was looking for some more DraftKings Pick 6 stuff. Don't see much. For my dabble people, some options here with Kornet under on his PRA, and then Keontae George of the Jazz under 7.5 assists. This plays insanely good to FanDuel. Good golly, dabble. This is incredible. Kornet, it's okay. It's not bad. Yeah, they definitely speak a little English. Hey, yo, Skunky, ¿qué pasa, mi amigo? Or as they say in Mexico, ¿qué pasa, way? But learning the slang with this book is definitely going to help. And then, yeah, it definitely helps to have people like living in Pennsylvania. Not a slight to Pennsylvania, but not many people in Western Pennsylvania speaking Spanish. At least in the rural areas where I grew up. So it's very helpful to have people that speak it. So if you guys want to take these for my dabble people, Terrence Mann under 3.5 assists. Basically, all unders here. George under on assists for the Jazz, under 7.5. Kornet under 14.5 PRA. I'm totally fine with all of those plays. Dabble, appreciate that, Irish. Gillespie. Not great to Pinnacle or really to FanDuel. It's just okay. But 2K, somebody wants it at minus 120. That's enough to get my attention. We would either play this on better or underdog. Already played the Conley play. We could do Aware again, obviously. This dude over on his rebounds. 1,500 is decent, but somebody wants it at minus 118 odds. Kind of getting below that threshold here that I particularly like. So I'll probably pause there for a moment. Yeah, I'm kind of good right now with DFS, guys. I want to move on and kind of hit up some regular plays. We have a lot to get to. First thing that we're going to do, NHL anytime goal scorers. We got 5 results here at the moment. Martin Necas, Circa for sure. FanDuel probably at 210 is, yeah, it's 1.15%. Not enough for me to want to bet this. But if you are someone that has Circa, I would definitely play Necas over on his goals. Plays for the Avalanche. Utah against Colorado. Jason Robertson, plus 140. Once again, these are kind of all Circa plays. 135 on Fanatics is okay. It's a 2% edge play. I'm fine with that. So anyone that has Fanatics at plus 135, I like it. But these are a lot of Circa plays for my Circa people. Panarin and Gunther, too low of an edge for me. Zach Hyman. Yeah, these are just Circa only plays, unfortunately, at the moment. Now, not unfortunate if you live and have Circa. So if you have Circa, hit these up. Definitely hit these up. They're all good plays. If you have Fanatics, try out Robertson. I'm going to give Robertson a go right now. They don't normally let me bet too much on goal scores on Fanatics. They'll let me bet a decent amount on NFL anytime touchdowns. Not so much for the goal scorers. But we'll try Jason Robertson to see what I can get over here on Fanatics. I don't normally keep a very large balance over here. I got like $60. My Penguins are losing 4-3 to the Maple Leafs. Come on, Pens. It's been a tough stretch. After a great start to the season, just hasn't been very good. Robertson, I'm going to try to bet the full 60 that I have in this account. They'll let me bet $25.93, which I will take. It's not awesome, but I'll take it. $25.93 on Robertson on Fanatics. Again, guys, I use OddsJam's Bet Tracker for all my bets. Been using it for 4 years. It's a free bet tracker. Highly advise that you take a look. Use Pickett, but if you don't want to pay for Pickett, I know Chi-Town, if he's in this, there's another book I keep forgetting about that's pretty good, but I like using OddsJam's Bet Tracker. We'll come back to the anytime touchdown scores here in a bit. We have a ton of NBA player props to rifle through. So before we do that, we'll take a quick peek at college hoops. Not a lot of games going on. That's why I just want to give it a little peek-a-poo, see what's going on. And then we can kind of bounce over and spend a ton of time ripping through some NBA props. NBA props. Let's go with, let's say, like a minus 175. Let's go plus 130. Nice to hear that, Irish. Nice to hear that, man. Yeah, March, but sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so this is serious liquidity here. So Poly Market, right? We talk about this all the time in terms of somebody has $17,000 and they're offering you to bet Seton Hall on the money line. This game starts in 38 minutes. They're offering $17,000, okay? Pinnacle is currently accepting $5,000 on this. I'm going to go log into Bookmaker and take a look to see what Bookmaker has. If Bookmaker is somewhere around where Pinnacle is on their limits, I am seriously considering betting Villanova over at Novig or FanDuel on the money line. Let me see. So we're looking at Seton Hall. Okay. So currently at the moment, Bookmaker is only taking $3,400. See that? $3,400 on Seton Hall. Pinnacle's taking $5,000. Someone has put up $17,000 on Poly Market. So this goes back to the sharp money tool, the sharp money strategy. This is over 3x times multiplier on Pinnacle for a main market play. I am more than happy to go over to FanDuel and bet this. If you want to bet this on Ballybet, Bet Online, but I'm okay with this. This is the opposite approach, guys, where this isn't technically EV, but somebody has over 3 times the amount of money that Pinnacle's taking on this money line play, and they want it at plus 100 odds. So we're getting this 2 cents off the price that the pro bettor wants it as. I am totally, and Seton Hall just moved to minus 112 on Bookmaker, so it dropped. It's not as near of a strong play here. I'm going to go over and do a little sprinkle here on the opposite, take Villanova. Tail this play at your own risk, okay? Again, this isn't one where we can really define the edge and how much we should bet. This is just more of an opinion because someone's putting down that much money. So I'm going to go in for a 250 spot here on Villanova and take them on the money line at minus 102 over here at FanDuel. I'm going to take a quick peek at the college football game. If you guys tailed us earlier this morning on the stream, we bet the under 60.5 on BetDSI. I'm not sure if anyone else was able to get that play like I was. Under 60.5, it's looking fairly good, 1 quarter in. So we like seeing that. So let me grab this, and I'm going to put in for a 250 spot. And that's just based off liquidity, guys. This person on Poly Market that wants to bet Villanova at plus 100 odds, that's not really all that crazy. This is a couple cents off to FanDuel. That's what they wanted at, so I like that. I'm in on that one. All right. Not much else, though, in the college basketball world. There's not many games going on. The games that did happen, it's already kind of curtains on those ones. Let's first jump into Pinnacle, and we'll just kind of clear out everything. I already have this set up. Also, guys, kind of forgot to mention, but I dropped a video earlier today about betting player props over at Bet 105. Check the video out. If it's good, let me know. If it's not good and it's trash, let me know. But talking about how certain player prop strategy that I like to use and how I love to go over to Bet 105 to place bets over there because I'm not going to get limited. And while I maybe can't bet thousands of dollars on player props over there, they don't limit you like you do on BetMGM or Fanatics or BetRivers, right? So that's why we like to use them. I didn't mean to go to the alt market there. I wanted to go to player props. So where's player props? There we go. Okay. Let's take a look at some player props. Denny Advita to get a double-double on Camby. Arb to Pinnacle. It's great all day long. Ballybet, BetRivers, Desert Diamond, or wherever you have a Camby sportsbook. When the plus odds number on the over is bigger than the minus odds number on a sharp sportsbook, right? That's how I identify. I look at Pinnacle's odds. I'm like, we're being recommended to bet the over. So my eyes immediately go to the under here and say, oh, it's minus 141. Oh, well, plus 143 is higher than 141. So that's an ARB. You always want to bet ARBs to Pinnacle. More times than not, you'll be in a very good spot. There we go, Jordan. Yeah, I'm excited about the Nuggets game. I did some ladders as well on that game. I'm limited on FanDuel and what I could bet on, first quarter total points. So I just laddered it, YOLO. So I like the Denny Avey play. I don't expect too many people to have Sports Zeno out there. If you do, these unders, while they're juicy and they're longer shot odds, they look pretty solid for Paolo and for Josh Giddey. Dante DiVincenzo, there's $28 on no vig, guys. Don't need to overthink this. Just go bet that. Same with Jared McCain. Go bet that. For anyone that does have Sports Zeno, this Ethan Thompson play, never mind. Chet Holmgren on Circa. Now, Circa's taking more money than Pinnacle. The reason that I'm willing to bet into maybe a sharp book like Circa is because I have a lot of historical data on Pinnacle betting their props. So let's take a look at this over on his points. So here's what I don't like. Well, this is interesting. So spoke a little too soon. As Lee Corso would say, not so fast, my friend. Circa moved 51 minutes ago from minus 115 to plus 110. That's a very big move. Pinnacle, though, just went from minus 103 to minus 120 within the last 2 minutes. So for my Circa people, this is a low hold to Pinnacle. 110 on the over, 110 on the under, plus and minus. It's a 0%. You can't lose any money. I like that play on Holmgren. Go bet that on over there. Yeah, no doubt about that it did. Carrington on no vig. Go bet this, guys. Murray, go bet this on ProfitX. All these plays that I'm recommending from no vig and ProfitX, they're all under $200 in liquidity. Trust me. If I'm Alex Monahan or I'm Flup, for any of those that know, listen to the Risk Takers podcast, or I'm Golden Pants or I'm Rufus Peabody, I'm not sitting down looking at my model and looking at NBA player props saying to myself, you know what? I want to go put out a $68 bet on ProfitX and really try to fool one of these top-down odds jammers. That's not what I'm doing. No. $68 is nothing. So I'm not deep. If this was $6,800, okay, different story. Anything that's under $500, guys, it's this high in EV percentage to Pinnacle. It's just an auto bet. Just go rip through it. Don't overthink it. You see lower liquidity here, go get it. Tyler Kolek, Knicks T-Wolves. This is not quite a low hold to Pinnacle, but let's see who moved. Did FanDuel move or did Pinnacle move? Okay, FanDuel moved, and they moved a lot. So I don't like this. I'm being recommended to bet FanDuel. FanDuel, though it was 2 hours ago, it's been a significant move, and then they moved again 18 minutes ago from plus 102 to plus 108. So I don't like that play. Now, does that mean maybe that I'm willing to bet the other side? Maybe I bet the over 6.5 assists on Kolek? Yeah, very well could be, because I love line movement from a sharp book. And to see FanDuel move so much in such a short amount of time gets me very interested in maybe betting this over, right? Now, I guarantee you, if we flip this over to FanDuel, we probably are going to get the Kolek play pop up. So we'll come back to that here in a second. But I like to move quickly when I'm going through these props, guys. I open the play up. I say, all right, a little bit of movement here from FanDuel. Okay. Or a little bit of movement from Pinnacle, a little bit of movement from FanDuel. It's not an ARB. It's not quite a low hold. Might be, though, something I'm still willing to take here with Reed Shepherd. Okay. So this is something that, am I going to bet $420? No, I'm not going to do that. But I'm willing to bet maybe like $100, $150. I want a piece of this. I don't love the signals from the market, so you could do a couple things. You could just walk away from this play, or you could go after this play at maybe half of what's being recommended to bet, or a little bit less than that if you're me. So 3+3s. Again, guys, if you notice this on FanDuel, if you come over to play your threes, 3+3s, you can see this is plus 106. We don't really want that. Now, you can bet more on plus 106, but if you want the actual play, we can look at Reed Shepherd. 2.5 is at plus 104. You have to go to alt threes. And actually, this whole thing just moved. So it actually moved to plus 106, which kind of sucks. Plus 106 is still decent. It's 5% EV edge play. I'll take it. It's still a plus 106. We want to take the 3+3s here. Paying attention to where you're going to get this price at, guys, it's really important to know and understand. Some of these books will rip you off based off the market that you go to place these bets at. So we're just going for a 150 spot here. Nothing too crazy on Reed Shepherd because I like the play. I don't love the play. And it's all right, though. I want a little exposure. Okay. Talked about Denny Avila. This is $821, a little bit higher on ProfitX and Novig. And obviously FanDuel's here. So this is where maybe I would take a look at Pinnacle or FanDuel's movement. But here we go. Look at Pinnacle's movement. Bingo. I like that movement from this sports book within the last hour. Go bet this. And again, if you find any of these tips insightful, guys, then subscribe to the channel, like the video, send this to a friend. If you want to work with me one-on-one, coaching, where we break down, hey man, MGM, FanDuel, DraftKings, SportsZeno, Fanatics, what should I bet on? What market should I focus on? Right? What's the best recipe to extract the most money out of these sports books on an account? That's what we do with one-on-one coaching. Worked with Ben yesterday. We had a great time. Had a really good call. Calls are recorded, guys. You receive transcribed notes about what we go through. Everything's there. If you want to go ahead and book a free 30-minute call with me, here's the link. I'm not going to be working today, tomorrow, or Christmas Day. But if you want to talk to me on Friday and beyond, book a call, 30 minutes for free. Let's talk about where you live, what books you have, what books you're limited on, what you want to focus on, live betting, pregame betting, arbitrage. What do you want to do? We can talk about that there. You want to talk about P2s? We talk about it there. Okay? So take a look over there. All right, so let's see what else we have. We're going to make the move over to FanDuel here in a second. We're just going to wrap up here with Hartenstein, plus 115 odds on MGM. Yeah, it's pretty much an MGM only play, but it's a good play. I don't mind that. I'm not thinking too much into it. AJ Green, bet that over there. Yo, Billy, do you ever use ChatGPT for betting? I use it for injuries and scoring drought info, but just curious. Anton, it's a good question. I can't say I've ever used it for sports betting, but it helps. I normally just kind of follow along with Underdog, NBA. I know like the times in the afternoon when injury information kind of drops, but it's a good point. I never thought of that. Definitely should check it out. Let's take a look at this play on Desmond Bane. So this is a great example of a play that I'll probably just won't touch because two sports books have two different projections on this play. And there isn't significant line movement within the last 60 minutes on either book. So I just really don't know what to do here. So I'm just not going to play it. Let's take a look at FanDuel. Again, I like to see normally drastic movements one way or the other. Let's see if that Tyler Kolek play gets referred to us. DraftKings value. Player points, rebounds. Jeremiah Fears over. You want to take us over on his points? This is, you couldn't run fast enough to get to DraftKings because these are gone. It's now minus 111. So those are all gone. Let's refresh the page. I agree with you there, Orty. But Anton, I like the way that you use that. Definitely helps. What about BAM? Can we get this anywhere else? No. Okay. Fears on Fanatics. This is basically a Fanatics only play. But if you have Fanatics and you're not limited yet, God bless you. Enjoy the ride. This could be good on parlay play too for any of my people that want to play this on parlay play. Siakam on rebounds and assists. Again, guys, these rebounds and assist markets, these are markets that aren't offered by Pinnacle. Points and assists, points and rebounds, rebounds and assists. FanDuel offers these. So I lean on FanDuel as the sharp for this. If you want to grab this on Fanatics or on MGM, if you don't have Hard Rock or you're limited, at minus 130, it's a 4.5% edge play. Whoop. And then at minus 135, it's a just under a 3% edge play. I would still play that on with Siakam. Anytime, guys, that you see Onyx's logo like this, normally it's fake news. You need to see DraftKings and Onyx side by side. So I would highly recommend, because I talked about this in the call yesterday with Ben, if you live in a state like Florida, naturally you can't bet with DraftKings, right? You live in Georgia, you can't bet DraftKings. But select DraftKings with Onyx, because when they're side by side with each other, more times than not, that play is actually out there on Onyx. Like this, I just bypassed this Fears play. I know it's fake news. Trey Murphy and the KCP play. Didn't mean to gloss over the KCP play. ARB to FanDuel, go bet it. Trey Murphy, ARB to FanDuel, go bet this. FanDuel's at minus 128 in the under, plus 135 in the over. That's a natural ARB. Go bet that play. I would imagine that a lot of these plays are solid over here on Hard Rock, but I don't know if any other book is offering these plays. Yeah, I mean, it's still useful. I agree. It's definitely going to give you some headaches, but I think it's going to still be something that's really worthwhile. By the way, that Reed Shepherd play just went from plus 106 to plus 100. So any of those who tailed with me on Reed Shepherd, over 2.5 threes, we got some closing line value there, which is really nice to see. Where else do we have? Can I see something else than maybe MGM or Hard Rock? Okay. Fanatics. Circa $500 on Kaishan George. This is an ARB. Well, it was. No, plus 135. Not an ARB to FanDuel, but could be something where I'm interested in. Jeremiah Fear. So what I mean by that, guys, is when I open up this play, you can see DraftKings is at minus 129. That means that Onyx is going to be updating their odds to minus 129. So this isn't a real play. Devin Booker on PrizePicks. That's a very good play on his rebounds. Do I see any more PrizePicks plays? Because I'd love to go after that. Not at the moment. Miles Turner on his points for my Canby people. Just went from plus 108 to minus 114, which means FanDuel is on their bullshit. They know what's up. That's a good play. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. So, unfortunately, I was looking to try to find like some DraftKings. They got some SGP boost going on over at DraftKings. Here's the Tyler Kolek play. MGM. No doubt about that. Bally bet or Canby, you could bet this at for sure. That's pretty much it. But it is an EV play, DVing to FanDuel, as we talked about. A lot of movement from FanDuel, so I have no problem taking the Kolek play. Bet the Bobby Portis play. There's very little money here. Trey Murphy. Finally, I was going to say finally, we had a DraftKings play. And not so fast, my friend. Let's refresh this page. All right, let's pause. Let's go over the Sharp Money tool. Let's pull up the rec books. Let's see what kind of liquidity is out there. We want Pinnacle's limit of 250 minimum. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really want to see. What do we got? Okay. Top play is Paul George. This is really probably only a Sports Zeno play. Somebody wants this at minus 115 odds for $4,300. You could go bet this on Bovada or BetMGM. I'm cool with that. But pretty much that's it. Nickeil Alexander-Walker on his player-made threes. Somebody wants this for $4,500 at plus 110 odds. And they really want to bet the under 2.5. So they want this at plus 110, guys. That means I'm willing to go to probably a plus 100 at most. So plus 100 to plus 110 to bet this play, or above plus 110 if you can find it, which, you can only get it at Sports Zeno and Hard Rock here. But I would say it's a little bit of a stretch on DraftKings and 4CX. Not really offered anywhere. I was hoping to bet 105. They're at minus 106, which kind of stinks. DraftKings, though, guys, I'm willing to bet this on Nikhil Walker. It's a little bit outside my threshold, but I'm okay with it. $4,500 is a lot of dough. So NAW under on his threes. I'm going to go over to DraftKings. You can go over to 4CX and bet this. Either one is completely fine. I'll leave it alone on 4CX for anyone that wants to go grab that because I can just go get this on DraftKings. I'm on the wrong game. Need to go to the Bulls game. This is at -101. Again, guys, when it comes to this play, it's going to be kind of difficult to figure out, how much money you should put on this. I don't really always go by that. So with what what OddsJam offers. So I'm just going to go in for a 150 spot here. So I'm in for 150 on this at -101 odds. It's not nearly as good, but I'm okay with it. Okay, what else we have? A lot of Hard Rock plays, naturally. But again, guys, with these Hard Rock plays, sometimes you can find odds similar to what the professional bettors want this at. They want it at, one guy wants it at -112, one guy wants it at -127. That's a big difference. So I'm just going to move on from that. Chris Murray under on his threes. Somebody wants this at +150 odds for $4,000. You can get this at DraftKings, guys, at +147, which is 3 cents off to what this person wants it at, and that's $4,000. That's a lot of dough. SportsZeno's insane, and so is MGM. So I'm going to go over to SportsZeno to bet this play, and I'm going to get limited here at SportsZeno sooner or later. But that's okay. This is really crazy. And betting an under here on Murray. He plays, I can't remember if he plays for the Magic or the Trailblazers. Again, guys, a little different over here at SportsZeno. Got some, oh, really? Man, we got some good boosts. A 30% pay slip boost on a same-game parlay. Dude, I would love to find something else that I could grab with a same-game parlay. Honestly, they offer some really big payouts on the same-game parlays, but we'll grab this Chris Murray slip first on SportsZeno, and then I'll kind of move on from there. And then we're going to circle back to the DFS. We're going to take a look at anytime goal scorers one more time. Then we're going to circle back to the DFS books, guys, to kind of crank out some more slips. And I'm looking for what? Player threes? All right. And again, I don't really know what to put on here. So we'll go with... All right, we're in for $150 on SportsZeno here. I'm on a 150 spot here. Okay. Let's take a look back here at some NHL anytime goal scores. And let's look down here. What do we got? Anything changed? Ovi. Ovi's popped up now. +175 odds, FanDuel. Go, go, go. Get yourself some Ovi. This game starts pretty soon, too. That popped up. That was really nice. Saints fan, what's going on, man? Orty, I've made a couple videos in the last week or two talking about this. They're both sharp. I look specifically for line movement. Specifically for line movement is kind of what I look for. So let's go OV. I'm gonna go a little bit higher. Go 150 here on OV. But we grab that OV to score tonight against the Rangers. 2.5% edge. I like that. So what I would recommend, Orty, is also, guys, dropped on OddsJam a couple hours ago. Also a video talking about my live betting strategy, one of my favorite live betting strategies. Definitely take a look at that. The example that we went through in the live betting strategy on the video actually cashed. So it's something I love to utilize. Orty, take a look at this video. This is going to really break down exactly what you just asked. So whenever you have time, take a look. Okay, we hit Ovi, which is great. Let's refresh this. Netchus at 210, like I said, at 210, I think it's still too low. It's about, yeah, it's a 1% edge. I can't really get down with Netchus. And Zach Hyman, I can't get Circus, so anything below Circus odds is going to be below a 1% edge. So I'm not going to mess with that. But nice to see Ovi pop up there. For SEC, we'll take another look for trade predictions markets. And we got two results right now. And again, both of these, one's UTSA, one's the over on the Charlotte and the Hornets game. They're both under a 1% EV edge play. So I understand if you're kind of, trying to get some type of action going or some type of play. These plays have an edge. They're a very small edge, but if you want it, they're out there for any of you guys that have Fanatics or underdog prediction markets. These would be two plays you could take a look at. All right, let's go back now to the EV tool, and we're going to tee up the DFS apps. We're going to kind of go book by book. There's going to be a ton of better picks, guys, so kind of lock and load and get ready to go. Pinnacle worst case, and let's look for today. All right, better. Here we go. Freddie Anderson got some value over here. I've already exhausted all three of my discounts over on better. So I'm just simply playing some 3-pick slips here, guys, that are just really good to Pinnacle. Kevin Porter. So when we jump in the Porter play, right, I want to see some movement really from Pinnacle. Bingo. That's what I want to see. Within the last 13 minutes, they go from minus 138 to minus 151. That is really good movement on Kevin Porter. That's what I want. We're looking at his under on his assists. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Wemby on points. Same thing. Big movement from Pinnacle. Love that shit. Oh my God. Give this to me all day long. Under 18.5 points on Wemby. Fading some dudes. I'll share the link with you guys. This is exactly what I want. So for anyone that has better, there it is. 3-pick slip, read it and weep. Love that line movement. I'll take a little screenshot of this for myself. Okay, let's jump over. We can keep going with better, but I want to try to hit up a couple different books. PrizePicks. 4 results. Bam. The Bam plays okay. For it's a small, slim edge. We already took advantage of the SGA taco. And we're looking at what? 17.5 points? Okay. Let me flip this over to FanDuel to see if we can find anything else that's a little different. We definitely do. Jay Huff over on his points and rebounds. Not a market that Pinnacle has, so I'm just going to trust FanDuel on this one. And then we want Mitchell Robinson under on rebounds. Why do I feel like this Bam play might have just moved on me? Why do I feel like they just... Was it 18 or 17? Yeah, they already bumped this Bam play. They bumped it. So we're going with Ant under on his rebounds. Under 5.5. 3-pick entry, guys. No insurance. 1 over, 2 unders. This is PrizePicks. Yeah, Jordan, we're going to have to take a look at that for sure. So, there's those two. Let's devig. Yeah, we're back to Pinnacle. Good stuff. For Fliff, Karl Anthony Towns under on his rebounds. 2.5% edge, solid edge. So take Cat under on his rebounds on Fliff. Minus 120 odds. I got to change my state location because rebet's not available in Arizona. So I don't even know what state I got to go to get rebet. Let's try Pennsylvania, my home state, because I believe it should be out there. Dude, no? Wait a minute. I might have rebet excluded here, guys. Give me 1 second. You know what? Let's just do this instead. It's easier just to go over to this play and take a look. It's a little easier just to do this instead, because just for the sake of time. Can we get any pinnacle odds on rebet here? First half under. Obviously it's the same odds as pinnacle, so I don't love that. Vikings plus 9.5. That's Thursday. Let me come over here and pull this off to the side, because I might have rebet excluded as one of my books, and that might solely be the reason why this is happening. Yeah, that's why. Okay. All right, let's try this now. There it is. So clear this all out. Let's go rebet. Jesus Christ. All right, rebet. No, I don't. Apologies, guys. Rebet with props builder. Jared McCain, under 12.5 points. I bet this a little earlier. It's really good to Pinnacle. It's kind of meh to FanDuel. Obviously, dramatic movement from Pinnacle within the last 56 minutes, and then they've been chilling, and then they've kind of come back up a little bit. Under 12.5 points. This is almost a low hold. It's 1 cent off. I'm going to head over to Props Builder and bet this. So I'm going to head over to XBet to bet that. For anyone else that's looking for some rebet plays, these are all solid edges to Pinnacle. Yeah, the props, for any of you guys that don't know, if these are player props, these are all Prop City, or you can probably hit this up on Props Builder as well. Any prop builder, BetOnline, Bovada. I'm going over to XBet right now to hit this up. You can normally find these. If you're looking for rebet specific plays, these are all Props Builder plays, unfortunately. Good to know, Iris. So these are all plays that are viable for you guys. Jared McCain. Not sure if you guys caught Alex streaming earlier today, but it was awesome. I caught him for a couple of minutes. It was really nice to see Alex streaming, which was great. He was ripping through some different plays. McCain, and let's go, I don't know. We'll go for 200 on him. Okay. There it is. All right, there we go. So try to share a couple there. Try to share a couple, see if we can get there. Let's go back to AZ so that I can kind of get back in my state. And let's take a look at, no problem at all. Let's see, Underdog. We talked about Underdog. Let's go to Dabble for anyone that's looking for Dabble plays. 3 plays here on Dabble. If you're looking for 3 pick entries, Freddie Anderson works. Paolo under on his double-double. Sissoko, or however you say this dude's name. This looks really good. All these plays below are good. Wemby, Murray. I wouldn't take the Bam play. Really, from Wemby to CD, however you say this dude's name. These 5 plays, you could put these on 3 pick slips, mix and match. I'll just pause for a second, catch my breath. Try and just kind of to cycle through as many different books as we can. And again, guys, it's kind of why the chat at the moment for today is for OGs and DGens only, because we have so much going on that I want to make sure that if you are an OG or DGen, like Irish, like Jordan, like Anton, like Orty, like so many others, Trent, that you're getting You're getting you're asking for plays, you're asking for certain things, and I want to make sure we deliver on that. So the reason that the chat is only for members for today, guys, is because we have a lot to get to, and it's definitely, these guys go above and beyond to support me. I appreciate everyone that subscribes and watches, but we want to make sure that we're, kind of taking care of those people that are taking care of me. That's what's most important to me. So plays on Dabble, that's what I would go after in attack. Let's go over to, we'll start off with DraftKings Pick 6 to see if we can go and find anything that is good to Pinnacle. There's one result. Cat under on rebounds. Okay. Cool. I did get some money over on Bracco earlier today. So I'm all about getting some Bracco plays. Just haven't really seen much. Normally a lot of college basketball. I would love to be able to hit up another stat slice. I don't know if they'll let me do it, but we'll try. Towns under on his rebounds. Then let's flip the script, go over to FanDuel. Their top play is Jordan Clarkson under on points or Norman Powell. Either one looks pretty decent. They'll still give me a 6x paid on this. Can I do the SGA slip again? Oh, I got an SGA one in, guys. I got both stat slices in. That's fantastic. DraftKings Pick 6, 3-pick slip, guys. There it is. Okay. If I wanted to go back in for a little bit of some more, let's go with Norman Powell. Under on his PRA. Robinson again, under on his rebounds. That locked up, so that's gone. Carrington is Kuzma now, under 23.5. Kuzma's popping up. Just popped up. And then we could go back to Clarkson or Carrington. Want to go Carrington on this one. Okay. Fading dudes. Just fading dudes left and right. Here's another one. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that one, Jordan. For sure. Okay. I feel like I got through quite a bit there. Let's take a look at one more fliff. We talked about Karl Anthony Towns under 10.5 rebounds at minus 120 was a good play on fliff. Durant under on threes. Yeah, I mean, it's great to FanDuel. 20 cents off. It's 5 cents off to Pinnacle. It's okay. It's not, it's too juicy for me, but it's fine if you guys want to play it. For anyone that's looking for sleeper value, by the way, any sleeper people out there, not a ton. Not a ton. Not anything that's worth like really going crazy after. That's what I would say. Okay. Yeah, not really. All right, so on the sharp money tool, Jordan was mentioning how there was crazy money on the Spurs. There's a lot of money on the Lakers as well. Lakers Suns for today can be. So Pinnacle's taking 20 G's. Somebody has almost $19,000 up. They want it at plus 145. Somebody else wants it at plus 149 for 9K. It's definitely worth taking note of here. You can get this on Bet Rivers or Desert Diamond, or I can get this somewhere close at Bet DSI or Bet Anything. I'm willing to go over here to Bet DSI and throw down a bet on the Lakers money line against the Suns. Obviously, they got no Luka, no Austin Reeves. It's kind of a ragtag group. They're on the road. But I'm willing to throw a little sprinkle down on the Lakers money line. There you go, Nito. If Alex takes it, I'm interested. Spurs money line, as we talked about here. Yeah. I don't mind that as well. You can get this at Bet Rivers or Desert Diamond at what? 190? 220 it's saying. 'Cause 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 I want to go grab some Lakers money line. I'm going to go in for a 150 spot. So Bet DSI, guys, this is an offshore book I use quite a bit. I think it's very solid. And then where's the Spurs? Is it all gone? Spurs play must have moved a lot. Had to have. Obviously, it was probably sitting out there for a minute. $2.10's the best odds. You can get this at Rebet. You can get it at Rebet. It's no longer there on Bet Rivers anymore at what it once was. So that price is very good if you could get it on Rebet. Okay. Seeing that. And let's go back over the sharp money tool. Nashville on the money line. It's decent. Tonight against Minnesota over at Bet Openly. Grizzlies. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. All right, guys. I have a dinner that I need to get to, but I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. Covered a lot of ground in this 1 hour. A lot of picks. Hopefully you got to tail some stuff. Questions, email me, DM me. I will be back on Christmas morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. A little bit of a weird time. Instead of doing 9 a.m., I'm doing 10 a.m. Eastern. Christmas morning. Hanging out for an hour, ripping through more bets. Then we'll be back to streaming on Friday, kind of our normal schedule. Streaming Saturday, streaming Sunday. So if nothing else, guys, enjoy your Christmas Eve. Enjoy the games tonight. There's so much going on tonight. Enjoy tomorrow, kind of your day of rest, if you will. Enjoy your time with the friends and family. And then Christmas Day, enjoy that as well. But we're going to be locked and loaded on Christmas Day. Happy holidays to everyone. Enjoy your Christmas Eve. And I'll catch you guys on Christmas morning. Ready to rip through some more bets. Enjoy the evening, guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.